way across town for this Drek. What floor's he on? I'll go see him. And then he goes to move past the desk.
All right, you want to roll some kind of social thing to see how well your shenanigans pass it over?
Yeah, sure. What do you want me to roll?
What do you want to roll? How do you want it to work out? Do you want to intimidate them? Do you want to lie to them? Do you want to be socially graceful?
I want to roll negotiation contracts, Rob, because that's my highest dice pool. But
I want to break out a piece of paper and 2 quill pens.
I can do a con to just be like, I'm being an asshole.
Oh, you are a little.
It's not much of a con. It's pretty easy.
Hey, hey now.
I thought that was Poet's specialty anyway.
That is Poet's specialty.
You good on 2, or you want to do a little bit more?
I mean, I'm pushing past the desk. I'm not really trying to be subtle. I imagine the guard's probably going to take interest, and that's what we're looking for. So
yeah, no, I just wanted to see how well you wanted to sell it.
And I would like to make a performance roll when he does this.
Sure, do it. See some dice.
And can't control my friend here.
Yeah, and I will be loudly proclaiming his lack of professionalism.
So it sounds pretty normal. We all know that.
As this happens, and just be like, dude, you know, they just said, do the thing. And as you continue to storm on in.
So at that time, the security guard kind of like shifts his weight and goes from like an at ease position with his rifle to a more like, oh, I might actually have to use this thing. Thank God I was so bored position with this rifle.
Great, that's what I need.
And he, it's not like aiming at you, but it goes from like, you know, arms crossed, it laying in there to more of a like,
ready to bring it up.
Like in the next like couple of moments, it could go from at rest to pointed at you. I'm sure you've been in this position on several different occasions.
What, in real life or in Shadowrun?
In Shadowrun, of course.
I mean, in real life, I know this sort of thing happens in America, but over here, not so much.
Look, just because we go to public schools, all right? So he's going to start to approach you a little bit from his position. He's like, all right, buddy, that's enough.
Okay. So once the guard is away from the door, hinges on the outside?
No, that would be silly and make doors really easy to break in as you take out the hinges.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm just going to take my mini welder to the mag lock itself and just try to seal it shut.
Sure.
So sneaking, I guess, to do this quietly.
Well, you can only do it so quietly because it will be going because that's how mini welders work.
Turn up the volume, Poet.
So Poet will get even louder and more obnoxious.
Oh, I can't wait to see where this goes because I hope it goes where I want it to. All right. So now the guard's it
is going to start going exactly where you want it to. So Poet will be loudly saying, he's like, I've worked with these people before. They're real professionals. Why can you never work this way? You always just have to be so impatient. And I hope Citizen is helping me sell this.
Oh yes, Citizen turns to you and he's just like
halfway in the building. We're having a shouting match.
Yeah, I just turned to him and I'm like turning back and forth between him and the guard. Like this is just a complete affront to my reputation. And I'm just like, do you know who you're dealing with? I'm Terra Nova, the greatest hacker street Sam adept in this city. Just like being the least professional piece of shit.
All right, roll some thing there. So you're kind of obnoxious. The guard is stopped for a moment because now he's got 2 screaming people. The receptionists are like looking back and forth. One of them looks really nervous and has their hand underneath the desk. Meanwhile, Chameleon has begun to weld, but welding is a slow thing.
Okie dokie. How do we want to handle this?
I know how I would love for you guys to handle it, but I really hope that you guys come to that conclusion on your own.
Okay, well, in a reasonable
ask our
fashion.
Matrix support to see if they're triggering a silent alarm and try to
Well, we
Yeah.
know they're triggering.
Yeah,
us,
no, make sure it doesn't work is all I want them to do.
Yeah.
You have squelched the silent alarm, sirs.
Hooray! And so we continue to be louder than a mini welder.
And
Okay.
at this point, Poe will say, "Look, I've worked with these people before," and he'll start to be sounding more genuine and like less obnoxious.
All right, you gonna roll it?
Yeah, like I'm still yeah, I guess this is still performance.
Yeah, it can be a lot of things. Citizen, as you are playing bad cop, if you go to take a punch at him, I will totally let you combo your unarmed combat into your con roll.
Shit.
Because that's
You
where I
willing
want
to
this to
take
go.
You willing to take a punch, buddy?
DNI, go for it.
Okay. So you're saying add my...
Yeah, so do like your unarmed combat, and then take the hits from that as a bonus on your performance or con or whatever it is that you're doing that's social at him. I really just want you to
Okey-dokey.
punch the shit out of Poet because he deserves it.
Totally
he-
deserves it.
Citizen doesn't know he deserves it yet, but yeah,
No.
he deserves it. God, I haven't rolled unarmed combat in so long. This is exciting.
Agility plus
Fine.
3 for you, sir.
Well, if I use my shock hand, I could get more, but I don't think I need to.
That's a
Yeah,
punch,
let's
not
not-
electrocuting him.
Electro punch.
All right.
So I'm going. Can I? Yeah.
Can
So-
you what?
Do you want me to roll defense for that, or I'm just taking the punch?
Uh,
Or can I try and dodge it?
you can
as-
roll to either like to dodge it as a normal punch thing, or you could roll to lean into the punch as a performance.